The 90th Annual Academy Awards on Sunday night honored some of the best movies from 2017. From host Jimmy Kimmel's monologue to the powerful performances, the 2018 Oscars was filled with show-stopping moments. This year, Kimmel had to tackle Envelope Gate, the look below at some of the most memorable moments. Although the Oscars started with a blast from the past, an old-timey bit honoring the show's 90th edition, Jimmy Kimmel wasted no time in bringing up the past year's events. He had to start by addressing the Oscars' own issues. This year, when you hear your name called, don't get up right away, he begged. Just a minute. He assured all the stars that nothing like Envelope Gate will happen this year. Last year, about a week before the show, the producers asked me if I wanted to some comedy with the accounts. Kimmel explained, adding that he said no to a bit with PricewaterhouseCoopers. Unfortunately, the accountants went ahead and did comedy on their own, he joked. Kimmel also touched on the Time's Up movement, expelling Harvey Weinstein from the Academy, and equal pay. Only 11% of movies are directed by women. We still have a very long way to go in that department, Kimmel said. And a very long way to go with equal pay. He even referenced Michelle Williams and Mark Wahlberg's pay disparity for the All the Money in the World reshoots, especially considering they work with the same agency. If we can't trust agents, Kimmel said to the crowd, who immediately burst into laughs, who can we trust? The host went around the room to comment on various nominees, like Jordan Peele and Timothée Chalamet, who Kimmel said is missing children's show, Paw Patrol to be here. Finally, he shouted out, Guillermo del Toro, the director of The Shape of Water. Thanks to Guillermo, Kimmel said, we will always remember this year as the year men screwed up so badly, women started dating fish. The person who delivered the shortest acceptance speech on Sunday night, Best Costume Design winner Mark Bridges, Phantom Thread, went home with more than just his Oscar. He also won an apparently $17,999 Kawasaki jet ski. Packed with performances from all 5 Best Song nominees, this year's Oscars was poised to be one of the longest ever. In his opening, Kimmel cut to Helen Mirren, who posed as an auctioneer and showcased a Kawasaki $17,999, Helen Mirren not included. Why waste precious time thanking your mom when you could be taking your mom for the ride of her life on a jet ski, Kimmel said, adding, in the unlikely event of a tie, the jet ski will be awarded to Christopher Plummer. Halfway through the night, Kimmel sweetened the pot. The shortest speech would also win a trip to sunny Lake Havasu, where they should probably bring along their jet ski. Instead of music to play off the winners during their speeches, Kimmel joked that he had devised a better alarm system. Get Out's Lakeith Stanfield, who would spring out on stage and deliver his iconic line from the film, Get Out. Get Out. At the end of the ceremony, Bridges appeared wearing a life jacket and riding his new jet ski. Taraji P. Henson presented Mary J. Blige, who performed her song from Mudbound. Mighty River was written by Blige and Raphael Saadiq and composed by Tura Stinson. Mary J. Blige is the first person ever to be nominated for both Best Original Song and Best Supporting Actress. On stage, Blige wore a bright red gown and belted her emotional R. A huge choir walked out onto the back of the stage, all dressed in black. The pared down set allowed audiences to focus on Blige's voice and the moving lyrics. By the end of the song, Blige herself was moved to tears, as were members of the audience. Blige's intense song is just one of 4 performances on Sunday night. Other nominees for Best Original Song are Remember Me, performed by Miguel, Gael Garcia Bernal and Natalia Lafourcade, Mystery of Love by Sufjan Stevens and Street Vincent, This Is Me, performed by Keela Settle, written by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, and Stand Up for Something by Common and Andrew Day, written alongside Diane Warren. Before cutting to the introductions for the Best Production Design Award, Kimmel stopped in front of prolific director Steven Spielberg in the audience and said, Hi, what's your name? Followed by, What do you do? Then Kimmel asked Spielberg if he had any pot. After some hesitation, Spielberg closed up his jacket, pretending to cover any substances he might have stashed in his pockets, and Kimmel spun back to the camera. Sorry, I didn't realize we were. Kumail Nanjiani, The Big Sick, and Lupita Nyong'o, 12 Years a Slave, emphasized the importance of dreamers, undoubtedly in reference to the undocumented immigrants whose status in the U.S. is currently in flux. In their introduction to the Best Production Design Award, I'm from Pakistan and Iowa, 2 places that no one in Hollywood can find on a map. Kumail Nanjiani joked, while Nyong'o, who is from Kenya, noted, We are dreamers, and dreams are the foundation of Hollywood, and dreams are the foundation of America. Presented by Jimmy Kimmel's 6-year-old self, Oscar Isaac, Mark Hamill, Kelly Marie Tran and BB-8 presented the 2 animation awards. When BB-8 rolls up, Oscar Isaac, who plays the robot's owner, Poe Dameron, gives him a little scratch on the belly, before presenting the winner for Best Animated Short. Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker in the franchise, whispered, "Don't say La La Land. Don't say La La Land, it wasn't La La Land this time." The winner for Best Animated Short was Dear Basketball by Kobe Bryant and Glenn Keane. Then, it was time to announce the Best Animated Feature award. This time, Oscar Isaac announced the winner with a booming, "Viva Latin America." Coco. The award went to the Disney Pixar film Coco, directed by Lee Unkrich and starring 12-year-old Anthony Hernandez and Gael Garcia Bernal. The director took this moment to say a few words about diversity in media. "Marginalized people deserve to feel like they belong," he said. "Representation matters." Daniela Vega made history Sunday night as the first openly transgender presenter in Oscar history. Vega, who stars in the Oscar-winning Chilean film A Fantastic Woman, asked,